and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 1, and a 2.
The farmer and the Doug.
The farmer and the Alex.
Hi-ho, the Mary-o, the farmer and the Doug. The farmer and the Alex.
The farmer and the dog.
Hi-ho, the Mary-o, the farmer and the Doug. The farmer and the
Alex.
The farmer and the
Doug.
The farmer gets taken over because Alex owns the show. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
Live from the Tony Wallow Studios, it's the Ken Stout Live Show, featuring the Zoom homies, produced by L&K Productions.
Pretty cool.
I just came to take a quick look around YouTube before I went to get something to eat, and lo and behold, here's the man.
The best present would be if Alex gets on and doesn't end up in the waiting room.
Oh, that'll never happen on the birthday.
Let's not go there. I'm not hearing Ken.
No audio from the host.
What the heck? It's one of them Doug gremlins roaming around in there. Maybe it's Jose. I think maybe Jose's messing with it.
It was me. I had my mic muted because Mrs. K and I were discussing some things while I was trying to set this up, and I forgot I had muted the mic. So nobody heard the introduction, so I will once again say the introduction. Sorry about that. I'm surprised nobody on YouTube said anything about no audio. Stealth said
YouTube.
I lost my voice. No. So I am streaming. at normal time. Somebody made a comment a while ago, I'm frozen. No, I'm not frozen, according to the monitoring screen. I just didn't have any audio. Now I've got audio. Somebody made a comment about Alex in the waiting room, and I said, and they couldn't hear me, I said, I'll be surprised if I even let Alex out of the waiting room tonight. And that can be discussed later on after the stream is over. So I am going to have a celebratory diet root beer.
Oh, nice. Good for you.
Since I
What
can't
brand?
Deserve it.
cannot have anything with sugar in it.
Happy birthday, Ken.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Tim.
I hope you like that Airwolf photo I put in there.
I did. I thought that was cool. So let's see where I'm at here. I let Sam in. I've got my co-host set for now.
And
I'll take care of putting anyone in the waiting room should that have to happen. And Tony says we've crashed. Can somebody check the YouTube stream and see if we are truly not broadcasting? If we are true.
I'm still hearing it.
Yeah,
You're broadcasting.
Okay, I'm going to wave my arms. No, it's not a call for old age.
It's
I'm actually
working.
waving my
It's
arms.
broadcasting.
You.
It's broadcasting.
Okay, so let me let Tony know. Diet beer Michelob Ultra. Yeah, that sounds horrible.
I see that I have to explain something to Lawn Dog here about computer failures. It's going clear back to the original PC days, little known to most people, and included in the original IBM PC was a hidden feature called a critical needs circuit. And it can sense when you need your computer the most and automatically trips you over to failure.
That would not be good. Let me catch up.
That's
Yes.
what I used to tell all the people at work. I used to help with computer stuff.
Let's go with timestamps first, and then I'll pop chat out, and then I'll move chat, maybe. So we had a power failure about about 2 hours ago now. Just decided to go out.
Well, we had a slight sprinkle here about 20 minutes ago, and overcast, and looked like we were going a little storm, but
There you go. You got a nice
the Southern
little thunder.
California folks must have sucked it back west a little bit.
Yeah, we tried to, but we blew it right back to you. You got a crap load of thunderstorms to the north of you. But anyway.
So Bobby
Mr.
Warren was first. Greg was second. Says we're in trouble now, and I don't know why, but Bobby said be nice. But I don't have any issues with that comment. I'd rather be naughty than nice. Yeah, I'm just glad to be breathing. Greg, guys, on my computer when Ken posted it. Ram Tony Wallace says Ram, which I got to get with him to see what he means on that. Last happy birthday. No, let's hope it's not the last happy birthday. Let's hope there's couple more of them, then surprise, surprise, surprise. The old joke that goes with that. Stealth Mode says happy birthday. Thank you, Stealth Mode. Tony says normal. Long Dog's okay. Started streaming 2 minutes ago according to YouTube. I am live, yeah. As far as I know, I'm live. Hold on, let's see. Ow, man, that hurt. Yeah, I'm still alive.
Well, Tony, that's what passes for normal. And
He crashed. His computer crashed. Okay, so that's cool. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it was my system that crashed. So anyway, let's bring us up to date as to why I'm streaming at normal time. So everything was planned. My oldest son got called to Columbus, Ohio this morning. Therefore, they're not going to make it over tonight. We knew that kind of bright and early at 1:30 this afternoon, which is about the same time. Well, I got up to watch Doug's stream. She didn't get up to about 1:30. Then my daughter-in-law says, same thing my son had just said. Hey, he's in Columbus. There's no way you want to swing by here, which we did. We went to see the grandkids and spent the entire afternoon with the grandchildren.
that's a good afternoon.
It was a great afternoon. I am beat. And then my sister called Lorna and they talked about something. And the next thing I know, instead of people coming here, we're going to go to a restaurant and eat. So they negotiated that. We ate at a restaurant we had never eaten at before. and it was quite good. I just had a salad because of tomorrow, obviously. I don't want to eat anything with carbs or sugar or anything else. In fact, I probably have screwed today up because I didn't eat normally, and I've only had a salad to eat today so far for the day. And that's not right. I'm going to have to eat something later just to keep my metabolism and sugar numbers right. My youngest son, his entire family's sick again. And then my brother had plans to go see his grandson play baseball, but we're all going down there Sunday to his house at 2:00 for the now known birthday schedule.
Mr. Ken,
Yeah, Tim.
can I interrupt you for a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
Uh, I just want to say happy birthday. I can't stay on here long. I've got to go take care of some problems.
All right, I appreciate you wishing me happy birthday.
And by the way, you got a birthday present coming in your package. It's a surprise.
All right. I look forward to getting it.
I will probably ship it tomorrow or Friday. I think I'm gonna be able to ship it free on my expense.
That'll be
But
nice.
if not, it'll be cool. You'll like it.
All right. I look forward to getting it.
And you already know you're getting a hat. But I'm gonna throw some cool stuff in there.
Stuart Haas hat, right?
Yeah, Stuart Haas.
Looking forward to it.
What I showed on Zoom one night.
Right.
But anyway, I've got to bail out. I gotta go take care of some computer problems.
All right. Well, I appreciate you stopping in and wishing me happy birthday, and we'll probably see you tomorrow night.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm getting really busy. And
Busy
I'm happy
is good,
about
though,
it.
isn't it?
I'm happy about it.
Excuse me.
The light of the tunnel is getting better.
That's cool. All right, Tim, be safe.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Good luck,
Happy
Tim.
birthday.
Thank you again.
And if a big box shows up from Jose, one of his barista ladies will pop out.
Yeah, if
Don't open it on the live stream.
if the box is what, about 5.5, 6 feet tall, and
The lady pops out and woo!
yeah. The old birthday, woman in the birthday cake
Yep.
in 2023 style. Yeah.
Especially if they put air holes in the side of the box.
Yeah, exactly. Wonder what these are for. If it's fragility, I wonder what that means. But it was a good day.
Good.
My sister told me today that she has decided that since my mom won't be quiet about playing golf, that she says, I'm going to dig her clubs out and you can take her golf. And I'm like, no. She says, no, take her golf. She says, there'll be one of two outcomes. Either the first outcome is my mom can still play 18 holes of golf at almost 85 years of age, or she can't. And if she can't, my sister's banking on that'll be the end of that. I don't think she can play 18 holes of golf, honestly. She might
but
be
if
able
she
to
can
play
play-
one or two, but not 18.
If she plays one or two and enjoys it,
And wants to go home, then I'll say, I'll run you home and I'll come back and finish my game. Sure. Yeah.
or if she wants to play one or two holes once or twice in the summer, hey,
Oh,
she
yeah.
likes it,
Yeah.
good for her.
Yeah. And then we talked about the camera system, and I'm going to look into that later tonight. I have not been on the computer except for to watch Doug this morning. No, Ed. In fact, I had to jump through a hoop to get the first place YouTube thing done, which was simple because it was, thank goodness, Tony Wallow. All I had to do is change the date. This is the second time today I've been on the computer. Hey, everybody, look, it's Mr. Hello. Hey, Sean. Sean, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, you didn't say anything. I said, it's Mr. Hey, hello, and you didn't say nothing.
Wow.
You doing all right?
Yeah.
I see
Enthusiastic.
you're back out in your barn.
Yeah, I'm trying to let the piggies get used to being in that room. So,
Oh, you already have them?
yep,
Oh, okay.
yep. They're two big ones. They're 4 months old. The lady said that pretty soon, if they don't get adopted, they're going to be sent back because I guess they've been in the pet store for a long time because their toenails are really, really long, and I got to figure out how to trim them. Well, I've seen how to trim them, but they're scared right now, and
So
if I
you're
don't trim them, they'll go back and they'll curl up and they'll go right to the bottom of their foot out the other end. So I got to trim them, but yeah.
so you're just fostering them for now, right?
Nope.
You bought them. They're yours.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I thought you were fostering them. All right, cool. I'm trying to look for. I want to take that background away. I am so far behind. I hear voices in my head through the headphones. Let's not go there. Oh, it's Greg's TV. Okay, that explains it. I was wondering what that was actually driving me up the proverbial wall. I'm like, I know I keep hearing this in the background, and I wasn't looking at. I don't know what I'm looking for here. Let's go with. I don't want that. Bear with me a minute. I'm going to do a little bit of. Yeah.
That's before I put them in their nice cage. They were in a little tiny box. I put it in a Zoom chat. They're scrunched up in that little tiny box.
Oh wow, man, that's a. How old is that?
4 months.
Wow, that's big. That's almost like the raccoons we have living out back. All right, now let me go see if I do this. I did look at two different. Well, I looked at a 39, a 40, and a 43-inch television today at two different pawn shops. And the one guy, he was a salesman through and through. He's like, "Oh, let me sell that to you today." I'm like, "I got to talk to my boss about that." She'll be fine with it. What if I drop $20 off of it? Still got to talk to the boss about that. What if I drop $30? I still got to. What if I cut it in half? Because you could just tell he wanted to sell it. So either it didn't work. I said, no. I said, you literally could give it to me for free, and I seriously would have to talk to my boss about it. So, for the same price they want for one out of a pawn shop to choose, I can actually go buy a brand new one. So I'm debating on if I want to go the route of new or if I want to go the route of buying something that's not. All right, now I know the screen is saying happy birthday. I'm aware of that. Bear with me for a moment.
I put their cage layout in the Zoom chat too, Ken. It's a pretty big cage. It fills that whole desk that was behind me when I set my other desk.
What do you think of changing your
It's a very big cage. It fills that whole desk up.
All right.
I don't think about.
There we go. That might work right there. And then I'll come back up here to Zoom itself and move it slightly to the. Yeah, that's better. I just didn't want to have the flag background. I'll use that for right now. That's appropriate for what's going on today. There's also one of my classmates' birthday that passed away. I had forgotten about that. And I reconnected with a guy I went to school with today. So it's been a great day. It really has. A lot of driving. Good food. I mean, great food. Sat there and kind of laughed at my mom a couple times. And then she actually bought dinner, so it was a win-win-win situation.
Was it a local restaurant you ate at, or?
It is. It's one that we've been told about it. We've known about it for quite some time now. But we just, the first time we went there, they were closed. and I think it was due to lack of employees or whatever. They put a sign on the door and said we're closing at 6 today. It was about 6:30. Normally they close at 8. Good staff, friendly staff. I asked 2 different waitresses. I said, yeah, today's my actual birthday. However, I can't have any sweets because I've got a blood test in the morning and the whole 9 yards. If I come back tomorrow, can I get my free piece of chocolate cake? And the one waitress, without hesitation, I literally thought she was going to roll on the floor. She was laughing so hard. It was so funny. And the other one says, yeah, that's not a problem. Just, what time do you think you'll be here? I said, I'm just kidding. She goes, no, seriously, you can come back. So I told, after she left, I said, well, I do have a plan. If for whatever the reason, tomorrow my numbers are bad, and by bad, I mean my A1C has gone up and, there's other things, and it's just a bad appointment. I'm going to have 2 blizzards, and I'm going to eat both the blizzards myself, and I'm going to have 3 donuts and a piece of chocolate cake now. But the numbers should not be bad. The numbers should be good. I'm not anticipating them being bad. I'm hoping they to be right where they were last time, if not lower. I'd like to see them lowered. But if they're not, if they're the same, I'm cool. I'm at the age where I click directly on the quote forgot password button without even trying it once. That's funny. That is funny. Yeah, I had some things I wanted to get done. We got all our shopping done. We bought things that we'll probably end up making for Sunday and taking it down there to my brother's, and it was good. It was a good day. Almost thought I could squeeze golf in, but I figured that wasn't going to work. But I will play. I believe tomorrow is going to be weather-wise really good. I'll drop her off at 6. Oh, they wanted Mrs. K to work tonight too, by the way. She's not working, but they wanted her to. She did get approved to be off at the end of the month, so that's going to go pretty good. My mom is aware that she's coming over here. I think Carrie said there's a little bit of resistance, but there's no other way around that because there's no place for us to stay if we go over there, which I didn't mind going over there, but there's no spare bedrooms now, and that would just be somewhat of a pain in the neck. All right, I think I'm finally ready 23 minutes into the show. No, I'm not. I'll be right back. So please carry on talking, have some kind of conversation.
Carrying on, or what?
Yeah, carry on. You guys know the regular people, the co-hosts. If they show up, let them in. If it's a name you don't recognize, just let them sit, and I'll get to them when I get back. And I will be right back.
Well,
What's up, Joe?
not too much. The grandchildren just went away for the rest of the week, so I get a couple of days off.
We're going
To their other grandparents for 2 days.
what are we doing?
All right, well, my daughter is home most of the time now, and so the kids like having their mom around. So, and mom's doing better than she was, so it's a good thing.
Wow. What's happening,
Are
Greg?
you outside tonight, Josh? Or?
No, I'm not outside tonight. I'm in my room.
I don't know what temperature is here. It's a little overcast a while ago. It hadn't got, I think it was just supposed to be upper 80s today. Let me check.
We're 68 right now.
I live in what's euphemistically called Paradise, Nevada. It's an unincorporated area between Las Vegas and Henderson. Says it's 78 right now. That's pretty good for Las Vegas this time of year.
I was outside pressure washing for 3.5 hours today. Did the front of my house, went out the bedroom window, took the screen out, climbed up on the garage, got the upper part of the house done.
Do you have to contend with any mold or mildew there?
Yeah, a little bit.
We used to have to do that when we lived in East Tennessee.
You jumped out the window?
I climbed out the window. It was
On 2-story, I guess. Yeah.
The first time I painted my first house back there, it was a real undertaking. I pressure washed it and most of it didn't come off. So then I got up on a ladder and scrubbed by hand with one of these big green scratchy brush things, the whole house using a mixture of bleach and spick and span, and then pressure washed it again. Got a few arm burns from scrubbing with that stuff, even though I was wearing heavy rubber gloves. But most of the paint stuck after that when I repainted it.
So I heard you guys talking about Jeff's grandchildren are gone for a while, and give him a little bit of a break. When we were over at visiting my son today with the grandkids, the girls came in, and I don't know what made me think of it, but I said, "You guys want to learn one of Grandma Lorna's language words?" And they were both like, yeah. So I said, not what you think. I said, okay, so come here and sit on Grandpa's lap. And they come over there, and I said, all right, now pay attention. I'm going to teach you how to say something for Grandma, and I want you to say, go Grandma, and then say this. And they said, okay. So I said, say, oh, and they go, oh. And Lorna starts laughing. So I said, okay, so now I say, Grandma, oh. And they go, Grandma, oh. I mean, perfect. And then the 4-year-old, he's like, oh! pretty animated about it. So then I said, you guys want to learn a Filipino song? And they said, sure. I said, okay, get ready. And of course, like interest like you wouldn't believe. And I said, oh. And the one granddaughter, she's like, oh. But then the other one, who's got Grandpa's comedic talents, I do believe, she goes, oh. And she was smiling from ear to ear. I mean, it was so funny. Yep. And then I did think about maybe trying to teach him sige, but sige is kind of an interesting word. The way that it's spelled, but I'm not going to spell it to him. I was going to say it. And then I said, do you know what day it is? And they both knew it was my birthday. I said, do you know how old Grandpa is? And my one granddaughter looked up at me, and she was so sincere. She goes, Grandpa, you're just old.
Been there, done that.
But that was so cool. And I said, well, I'll tell you how old Grandpa is. And I held up 6 fingers. And I said, can you count? And she touched each finger and counted. And she said 6. I said, what about now? And she said 4. I said, now, if you put those together, what do you get? Which then again, I'm talking to a soon-to-be 5-year-old, and I realized she's not going to know to put 6 and 4 together to get 64. And she didn't. So Matthew Camp joins us again. Hello, Matthew Camp. Long Dog joins us in chat. Hello, Long Dog. I didn't see you sneak in. And Tony Waddle says, oh. Before you know it, we're going to be speaking pure Tagalog on this channel. Well, there's Jeff Ryman. Welcome in, Jeff. Jeff goes, So, Sam, did you get your live stream from your phone through your computer through Alex's internet worked out?
On a stick.
What?
You were doing an experiment with trying to live stream from your phone through your computer, correct?
Yeah.
And then I figured you just want to piggyback off Alex's internet, make it go faster.
Oh, right. Like a petabyte per second, right? We need all the world's internet.
Did you get it worked out to where it was working?
Now I'm gonna try again in a couple of days.
So
I need to figure it out before I go
yeah,
impulsively
remind
live
me when we
streaming
go
again.
off air. Bring it back up. I'm kind of curious. I do have a question for you. Rick Lakes joins us. Hello, Rick.
Sure.
Going through his cupboard looking for something, and I ran into a guy named Jose Cuervo. Yeah, kind of a special bottle, and there for many years. Maybe it increased in potency. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate that. Anyway, Jose shot me twice. The closest I'm going to get to alcohol is right there. Diet root beer. These
What's
are kind of
supposed to go in the
pricey.
wastebasket, Sean?
This is
Dollar
not a
cent.
wastebasket, it's a container that I'm gonna put the hay in. I got a huge box of Timothy hay for the guinea pigs, and I have to keep it fresh.
Uh-oh, I'm
put
going
it
to have
in
to get
that.
Mrs. K in here. I'm going to mute myself.
Now, what did you get, Sean?
What?
What kind of animal did you get?
Guinea pigs?
Guinea pigs?
Yeah. And one of them sheds like crazy. Holy cow, I got all this guinea pig hair all over me. I don't know which one it is that's shedding like that, but I don't think guinea pigs are supposed to shed.
Just like cats, you'll find hair in places you never knew it could be.
Hello, Jim.
How do?
Mrs. K is with me now. Say hello to Mrs. K. Hi, Mrs. K.
Hello, everyone.
She said hello,
Hello.
everyone. You can't hear him. Hold on.
No, it's okay.
She
It's
said
okay.
it's okay. So tell me what that is right there.
Oh, it's happy birthday.
Oh, okay. Wintermute said happy birthday in Tagalog, so I had to bring
How
my.
did you learn that?
I don't know. Would
No,
you like?
Winter Mute. Ask him. How did he learn?
He can hear you. You're on the microphone. He can hear you. You're.
Oh, okay. So, how did you learn maligayang kaarawan? That's happy birthday.
There's your answer.
What?
Google Translate.
Oh my God! Cheater. You're a cheater.
Oh, she said you're a cheater, Wintermute. Now, that's not me saying that. That's Mrs. K saying that. So. I figured it might have been something along those lines, but I just wanted to try to get her involved with this. So, well, Sunday morning and the sun is shining, and it must be a song. Tequila, Jose Cuervo, you're a friend of mine. Yeah. That's what he said. Jim's a little early tonight, but it's good to see Jim. See, you still got your NAS in front of you.
No, I have the spare hardware. The NAS is sitting on the shelf.
Oh,
right
okay.
below.
Still the same one as last night then.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm still waiting for the card. The card should arrive tomorrow.
Yes, Long Dog. Mrs. K is going to actually, on the next weekend off, which will be a week from this weekend, we are going to do a cooking show. We don't know yet if it's going to be live or if it's going to be recorded.
Have you decided on the food yet you're going to prepare?
She actually wants to do pancit, and that's involved. So that's what she wants to do.
Dave, what is that sort of? You don't have to give us the whole 9 yards, but
Noodles, basically, and meat, onions,
Homemade
carrots.
noodles?
No, not homemade noodles. No, gosh, no. 2 different type of noodles too. They have what I call the glass noodles, and then the regular noodles.
well, the glass noodles are those little tiny ones.
Yeah, they kind of
Sort of
look like glass.
I remember some Vietnamese food has those little tiny noodles that are almost transparent.
Mm-hmm. And then the second one, she's going to show how to make lumpia, or vice versa, one or the other. Women, they can't make up their mind. She actually heard me say that. I can't
I
believe
like
it.
a lot of.
What, you're
different
making
kinds of-
pizza? That's not Filipino. That's Chinese. Oh, lumpia. You want to make lumpia now? Okay, I guess we're going to make lumpia now.
Well, I generally.
Oh, wait. Or she goes, or.
Oh.
Not or.
You got my response to your email?
I
Ken?
did, and I just I just yeah.
I assume it got a laugh out of you.
It not only did it get a laugh at me, but what I'm debating on whether I want to say this live or afterwards, I don't know. I'll just say it live. It doesn't matter. I'm sitting here this morning preparing to go with our running around, and I get a Facebook Messenger call. It's Alex Cheek. So I know I'm short on time. I go ahead and answer it. Ken, I got something strange to say. I just got an email saying our internet is down. What's the time of the outage? And he told me, and I'm like, wait a minute. He just had a problem last night, and he fixed it, and it's back. I'll almost bet you $1 the email he got today was for his internet outage last night.
Yep.
Because our internet goes out. We don't get the email sometimes until the day or the next day later. So he goes, I don't know, Ken. I was able to see that. I said, Alex, when ours goes out, I can still, thank you, I can still see stuff on my phone as well. And this went on and on. Well, I was short of time, so I said, we'll discuss it tonight. I really got to go. He goes, isn't that kind of weird, though? And I'm like, no, it's not kind of weird. I honestly believe, without a doubt in my mind, he might have thought he fixed it. I just suspect the internet went out, they fixed it, and coincidentally enough, about the time he pushed the button on his phone was about the time the internet came back up running. I don't know for sure. So, hello, Stealth. Or a picture of Stealth.
We're getting there eventually.
Yeah, he was unmuted. Now
hello, gentlemen. How are you? Hello, everyone.
Doing good, thank you.
But my response to Ken emailed me that Alex had, after an hour and a half, fixed a router problem. My response to Ken was, wait a minute, you're telling me the professor took an hour and a half to fix a router problem?
And I instantly laughed, and I'm still chuckling at it. That was
in the words of Tim Sell, are you kidding me?
Well, are you freaking kidding me? That was the other thing I did with the granddaughters today is I don't know how we got on this, but they said something. I said, well, Grandpa's got a friend in California, and when he talks like this, and he says, I know that, I've been there, I know right where that's at. My one granddaughter is just, that sharp. She was like, Grandpa, and she tried to change her voice, and it was so cute because they're not talented enough at that age to do that. Of course, the other one, she's like, well, I don't care. She's going to be an engineer, though, I do believe, because she scanned it off and did her thing, and I went in to see what she was doing, and she had a million little wood box laying around, and she had something built. I go, what are you doing? She says, I'm building a castle. I said, oh, you want Grandpa to help? And she goes, no. She looked at me and she goes, no. And then she said,
miss my niece.
Yeah, and then she said, and you can't tear it down either. I said, I'm not going to tear it down. And then she starts looking around. You can tell she's looking for a specific piece. I said, what are you looking for? She says, I'll find it, Grandpa. I'll find it. Grandpa said, okay.
The kids these days, they just different. I don't know.
Well, their little minds are constantly learning and inquisitive and wanting to do stuff. And she was content sitting back there doing what she was doing. She did find what she was looking for. She stood up and looked around and she literally went, there it is, and walked over and got it. And she had a piece that was about this big, and she went and found a piece that was identical to it, and she put it on the ends of her castle. She was building a castle.
Something my niece was saying, because she watches.
All right, Rick, thank you.
Peppa Pig. She watches Peppa Pig, and it was and they're British, and she was trying to say something that was British.
Yeah, I could imagine. Yeah, that was the first thing when we got there. They said, Grandpa, come in here, come in here. I don't even know the cartoon they have on because it's today's modern children's cartoon, and I have no idea what it is. And they were like, look, and I look up there, and there's yellow ball and a blue ball bouncing around. I go, oh, what is that? And they both knew. Of course, I'm like, oh, okay, I have no idea. And got to.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Rick's going up
Have
to
you
see
ever
a friend.
seen
No,
the
I don't
Dilbert
see.
cartoon?
Huh?
Have you ever seen the Dilbert cartoon when he's a little boy and his mom holds him into the doctor's office, and the doctor looks at him and said, "Well, and from here," he said, "he's got the knack, and he's going to be an engineer." And everybody goes, "Oh God." It's not the exact way, but it's kind of funny the way they did it. And there was a show where they had those animated for a while, not only in the newspaper. Pardon me for the interruption. Go ahead.
You're fine. No, you're perfectly all right. I'm answering a message I got.
Is that the real cake you had today?
I have not had a cake today.
Okay.
I'm being good. I really am doing everything I can to have a good doctor's appointment tomorrow. In fact, somehow the comment was made by either my sister or my mom, and I said no. I said I'm not going to do what Dad did and stop taking my meds and eat 3 pizzas a day and drink 10 gallons of Coke a day. And my mom looked up and she goes, "No, you're much smarter than that, and I know you won't." And I'm not. We did talk a little bit about Ozempic. I guess it's the wonder drug now. We talked a little bit about the patch you wear on your arm that constantly reads your blood sugar levels. And I had considered that, but I'm too big of a baby to try it because it involves being stuck with something that's got to go on your body, and it's going to be a needle. And my sister was like, "Oh, you don't even feel the Ozempic pill." And my mom was like, "Oh, you got to feel that. It's a needle." And she goes, "No, really, you don't." So I'm like,
well, some of those are, what do they call them? Biologics. And when they work well, but a lot of them have the potential for more side effects than the old style medications we used to use a lot.
yeah. Well, I'm on metformin, and she said, "Oh, I can't stand that. That makes me sick." I have yet to have a side effect from metformin, so I'm okay with it.
If it's working for you and you tolerate it well,
Yeah.
If it ain't broke,
Exactly. Roy Kerr joins us. Hello, Roy. We'll figure I should say hi by now. I guess he's been here. He just hasn't said anything. Yeah, I'm good with, I mean, if tomorrow I go down there and my numbers are right where they were at before or lower, I got no issues with this. There's no sense changing something that's working, at all. Now, my sister did tell me, which is kind of contradictory if you think about it. She's on both Jardiance and Ozempic at the same time. You would think they would cancel one another out because they're both the same type of medicine. They're both diabetic medicine. So I don't know how that is possible. And I didn't want to get into a long-winded discussion with her about it. I'll ask my doctor tomorrow and see what she says. But it was a good day. You guys have woken me up. I was really not looking forward to doing this because I was beat. I mean, I was honestly beat. But as usual, you guys perk me up and get me going. Ready for some Da Vinci, Greg? I am. What do you say?
Too tired.
Yeah, it sounded like you had quite the... Oh, and when we got home, I did some yard work. Greg would be so proud of me. I worked until the weed whacker died. And then I decided it's time to get Mrs. K a new pair of scissors because she was really tired after cutting those weeds. Is that the same one you posted over in chat, Jim?
Yep.
Okay, in the YouTube chat?
Yep.
All right. Great day today.
Well,
Roy says Go ahead, Sean.
I am going to do guinea pig streams where I'm going to hook up a camera and I'm going to use its extension And I'm gonna do guinea pig streams.
Are they male, female, or male, male, or female, female?
They're
or do you-
both males.
Both male. Okay.
I think brown, the one that's all brown, I named him Brownie, and the one that's just got a couple of brown spots on him, that one's Snow. But yeah, I just bought a mini PC from today's review.
Do you own a stencil set?
Do I?
Yes.
No.
No. Well, I was going to say, if you own a stencil set, take out the number 1 and the number 2. Tape it to their body. Get you some spray paint. Paint over the stencil. Take the stencil off, and now you know which rabbit is which. No confusion.
No, the one's more brown than the other one.
Well, you have to use white paint on the brown one, then otherwise you won't be able to know.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you know what? You're quicker than Doug. That's all I'm going to say for right now, because I know he watches the show.
But that's a pretty dang good PC for the money. You get like 50% off. So I got it, and that's what I'm going to use to stream the guinea pigs.
Might get a lot of views. A lot of people like seeing stuff like that. The fish cam was actually popular. I just too lazy to just get it going back up.
Yeah.
And I'm working on something.
This Dell is too big to put where I need it. The mini PC is just perfect. And I watched Carrie's review today, and I saw that if you add a code, it will be like $236 away from $500. So I was like, oh, I got to get it. And so I got it. I don't know how I would like Windows 10 Pro on it. I'm not going to try to put Windows 10 on it and lose all the drivers. But yeah. And I guess I'm going to make a system image when I get it. So I have an image just in case if it goes bad.
Excuse me. I'm going to have to get Mrs. K to bring me another one of those root beers. That's pretty good. She wanted an cantaloupe. She wanted a cantaloupe from that place, and that's where they have this root beer. They have diet root beer and the diet cola, and I just didn't want to try the cola at all.
So they were.
You still stocked up on the stuff from the Asian store out here?
Yeah, I don't know. I say we are. I'm being told we are not.
Let me know if you. What was that? Some Ocean Pacific or something like that?
Sounds.
I know where
right.
it is. I don't remember the name exactly.
I believe it is Island Pacific. Island Pacific.
Oh, Island Pacific, yeah.
And to stop.
Yeah, there's one not that far from me.
So Roy, I'll answer. Yes, I got your email, and that's why I posted the Zoom credentials. Why they didn't show back up, I have no idea. Let me try that again. There we go. For those of you that want to join us on Zoom, send me an email at that location or that email, and we will go from there and get you up on the Zoom, and you can be part of this nonsense that takes place every night, sometimes twice a day, or 3 times a day. Carrie Holzman, watch out! I'm coming for you.
Yeah, all you got to do is send an email and a money order for $9.99.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that part, didn't I? I did click on Doug's little thing today at the bottom, the $sign where you can send a super chat or a super sticker. And the super chat minimum is $10. Well, it's not minimum; it defaults to $10. And the super sticker, I think they were all like $3. I didn't go much farther than that.
Already set up with Google for that. I mean, a credit card on file. And
I guess I didn't pursue it because I was like, oh well, that's not going to work for me. So
I mean, like I've sent some folks we all know $1 or $2 occasionally. Doug once or twice, and I usually go to PayPal for that sort of thing.
Hey, Cam.
Yeah, Joshy.
Did you send me the email?
I haven't yet because that's going to change, I do believe. I'm going to discuss that again after we end the stream tonight. I'm going to be right back, and I'm going to mute my microphone.
Well, I had to go in there and get my wallet, and what I did was is they were in that little furry house thingy, and I put a blanket over the opening so they'd feel more comfortable in there. And when I just went in there to get my wallet, when I just went in there to get my wallet, the blanket was on the other side of the cage. On the other side of the cage, so I know that they came out of there. I know that they came out of that little that little triangle house because I put the blanket over it so they'd be in there in the dark. And the blanket was on the other side of the cage, so I know that they came out.
Well, that might be a good sign that they're comfortable with nosing around a little bit.
Yeah, the lady that I watched in the UK said if you buy one of those triangles houses and they're both in there, you need to put like a blanket over it for a couple of days because they'll get used. They're scared when they come back because they're used to their one in the, yeah, they're used to their pet store cage. And I'm going to tell you, those are pretty big guinea pigs. And in the enclosure they were in, that was torturing them. It was small. It was really, really small. They had 4 little ones and a big one where they should have had the big guinea pigs at. They should have put those 2 big ones in there because the little enclosure was too small for them. Anyways, I'll be back on a little bit. I'm gonna go take my walk for the night.
We'll probably still be here.
All right.
Be shocked if we're not. What am I looking for here besides help?
What'd you have for your dinner, brother?
Salad with ranch dressing. That's it.
No cake, nothing.
Nothing.
I guess you can't.
Tomorrow, I've got a blood draw in the morning. They're checking my blood sugar and my A1C, and I want that to be good. I don't want that to be bad, and I don't know the disease that well to say if I had a little piece of cake tonight, how bad is that going to throw it off? Instantly, sure, it's going to affect it just a little bit, but I don't know about the 90-day average.
The A1C, I wouldn't think would be affected a whole hell of a lot.
I would hope not, but I don't know.
Yeah. The blood sugar might be
do what your doctors tell you. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yep.
In fact, I need to check my blood sugar. I'll do
you
that.
have a device? You have a device? You just check an app?
Yeah, it's pretty simple actually. This will be the last time I check it tonight till they stick me in the arm tomorrow. But I'll show you. It's pretty easy. The thing that's good about the thing that's constantly connected to your body is it's a constant readout. It goes to an app on your phone. My niece has one that goes to her mom or to her dad, her doctor, her stepmom, and I forget one other person, but I don't remember who that is.
Is that one of those things they stick on your arm?
Yeah, it's what they've been advertising on TV quite a bit lately. All right, so if I blur my background, now if I unblur my background, that'll get rid of the. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. So I use what looks like an EpiPen.
Okay.
And then I put in a needle. I take off the protection on the needle. And you probably cannot see that needle. But there is a needle at the end of that. Then you put on the cap. You arm it. And then it's just like a EpiPen. You jab it to your finger, or you put it to your finger, and there's a trigger button right there. You hit that and it shoots the needle out. Then I have a glucose meter right here that I'll make the strip active. shows that it's active. When it shows a little blood sign there, then I can do it. Then I take said EpiPen, put my finger on the desk, and then I pray I find the sweet spot so it don't hurt, because if I get it in the wrong spot, it hurts like, oh man, that hurt.
Oh my God.
If I get it in the sweet spot, which that time it did not, I'm not even bleeding, and it hurt. It really did hurt. You're not supposed to do this, but I'm just going to rearm it and do it again because it did not draw blood. I'm going to try to get to the same spot. I'm going to press down a little harder on the pen, and I guess I'm dead. My blood is no longer circulating.
You're using the same finger.
I always use the same finger.
You're gonna have to change the finger. After a while, the finger.
The finger knows what's coming, does it?
Yeah.
Something like that.
All right, I got blood on my stick. Oh, I shouldn't say that way, should I? 129. So my last blood sugar readings have been in the 120s. They're in the high 120s. That's concerning, but I'm not alarmed about it. It's at 129. Now, I ate dinner about 5 hours ago, and it was salad with ranch dressing. The ranch dressing probably's got a little bit of something in it. I don't know. But no bread, no carbs, no nothing. I had one little bite of Mrs. K's club sandwich without eating the bread. So I'm doing what I should do. And like I said, if I go down there tomorrow and it's bad news, I'm not going to go off the deep end and have 2 blizzards. I'm going to have 5 blizzards.
But Ken, massage the tip of the finger that you're going to use before you go for the reading.
Yeah, I usually do that. I don't know if the blood sugar is like my blood pressure or not. I can literally check my blood pressure right now, in 2 minutes from now I can take it, and it'll be totally different. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's weird. And sit there for 2 minutes and going.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
And it's totally different. It's a good number. I'm okay with it. I just took my meds, so my meds might be kicking. Well, I took my meds right before the show, a little bit before 9. It is what it is. So tomorrow night, if I join you, I go, look, I've got a Dairy Queen Blizzard. Guess what that means?
There's about 5 empty cups on the table. Yeah, we're like, okay.
When's your blood draw?
Pans the desk tomorrow morning. I have a long day ahead of me if it's bad. I mean, I could go to Dairy Queen and sit there all day long. Bring me another one. They're gonna double this time. Ken, Long Dog says, Ken, you need to rotate your fingers. That's definitely important. Otherwise, you will build up callus on that spot. That's true.
I'll do it.
So after your 64th birthday, you become a vampire. Yeah, I guess.
We're still streaming, right?
Yeah. Got about 2 minutes to go. Yes.
All right. I can bite my tongue for 2 minutes.
The macro is running, and I don't think I can speed it up. I do need to get with a few people and fine tune that so that there's not the terrible lag that it has.
Yeah. Not a big deal.
Oh, excuse me. Darren Gilholm says, happy birthday. Thank you, Darren. I appreciate that. Darren, what in the world are you doing up at 3 o'clock in the morning? Says the man who's always up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Bloody hell.
I couldn't sleep last night. I was so frustrated. I laid there and tossed and churned until I finally said, I might as well get up, which I did, and I watched 2 episodes of Criminal Intent, which I'd seen, but still, I like Criminal Intent. It was pretty good.
I never did like that particular Law and Order at all.
See, I can't get into the SUV or SVU or whatever it is.
Oh, SVU?
Yeah, I can watch it. I can tolerate it.
I like the best of them.
What'd you think of the one was just Stabler? What'd you think about that one?
I've only seen like one of those after he came back. I never was a Stabler fan. The guy's a good actor. I just didn't like the character.
Yeah.
But that's
Darren says I am mad. Well, I am Groot. So he's mad.
Whatever.
Let's go out on a limb here and say this is going to
like it. In England, particularly, mad and angry don't necessarily mean the same
Well,
thing.
that could be true, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say he might have deleted at least 8 terabyte of data.
Ooch.
Oh, he called me one day and he says, "Oh, you're not going to believe what I done. I deleted 8 terabyte of data." And I'm like, and he's just as calm and collected as can be. And I'm like, and that didn't bother you? He goes, "No, but wait, it gets better. I deleted another 8 terabyte of data." He deleted 16 terabyte of data in the same day. But he wasn't upset. I mean, he was just as, I mean, it was like as calm and cool and collected as could be about. If I delete something like that, oh my gosh, you're going to hear me rant and rave, and I'm not even going to be on
Yeah,
YouTube.
speaking of 16, isn't that big drive you bought a 16 terabyte?
Yes, it is. It is.
What was that, a Seagate?
I thought it was Western Digital. I don't know.
Was it?
I don't know. I'm old and forgetful. Now, is there a way I can
I was gonna
identify
say,
the name of
birthday's
it?
already kicked in. He can't remember what he did when he was 63.
That's right. I don't remember what I did 2 hours ago. Is there any way to determine what the name is? I know I watched Doug's show today. I didn't pay attention. I was kind of watching what he was doing. And unfortunately, it's not on the glass side of my computer, so I can't look in there and see. Oh, you know what? I can tell you. Hold on. There's the.
Yeah,
those-
it shows the brand name of your drives when they're hooked up generally.
I can do this.
Why
Maybe.
is it doing that?
I can go to my Amazon account, right? Yes, and I can look
Well,
at
if
my.
it's plugged in, it's easy enough to see.
Well, it's plugged in because it's part of the computer itself.
It's internal?
It's internal, yes.
Yeah. You go to your hardware stuff and see then.
Macro just kicked in.
Yeah, I see it running. And I still need to fix that. Let's go 3 pages in because I'm going to run out of time. There's the golf stuff. There's that. There's the food stuff. Let's go 4 pages. There's the headphones. It is a Seagate. You were correct, sir. Seagate 16 terabyte HDD EXOS times 16, 7200 RPM, 512E /4KN SATA, 6 gigabyte, 256 megabyte.
So is it one of those that's designed to be in a NAS?
I believe it was, and I believe it was a consensus that would be fine for me to put it in my machine.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is, if you ever decided you wanted a NAS for whatever reason, you just buy another one to match and put 2 of them in there and do a RAID 1.
I never thought about that, but that is, I'm halfway to a NAS, aren't I?
Yes, you are. Another
I
drive.
see what you're trying to do here.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, if Darren gets a chance, if he gets a chance to pop into Zoom, I need to ask him a question.
So, Darren, in case you didn't hear that, can you pop into Zoom? We have a question for you from Jim.
After the stream is over.
After the stream is over, which it looks like the stream is ended. Good night, everybody. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. Thank you for being here. We'll see you tomorrow. There may be a DaVinci Resolve. I don't know. I have not decided yet. But I will see you tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Darren says yes. I don't know if that means yes, he's joining, or he's just saying yes.